Good evening to all our members and to anybody else who's listening to this. Tonight's an incredibly sad evening for all of us. Tonight we're going to have to shut the doors of our shul that's been running continuously for 83 years. And we don't know for the foreseeable future when we will be able to open up the doors again and to welcome in the people, the children, the elderly, the men, the women that come here to be inspired, to daven, to learn, to socialize, and to find their friends. So yes, it's incredibly sad. But on the way to shul tonight, I was speaking to my father, and he told me the following story, and I think this is the story we need to keep in mind, to keep ourselves maybe inspired and to look forward. Rav Chaim of Tzanz was one of the greatest Talmidei Chachamim in the 18th and 19th century. And Rav Chaim of Tzanz was told as he was getting older that he was not allowed to eat maror anymore. He was too old to have maror. And he looked at his children and he says, I will have maror at that Seder. I will still have maror. And his children said, but the doctor said you're not allowed to have it. It's medically dangerous for you to eat maror. He says, just wait. And it came the Seder night. And he sat down and he picked up the maror and he was about to make a bracha on the maror, and everyone goes, no, you're not supposed to eat it. And he says, Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam. And he made a bracha and he said, the bracha is Asher Kiddushanu, gave us the mitzvahs at Tzivonu, and he commanded us to watch our health, to look after ourselves. And he put the maror back down. And he realized, he showed everybody else, yes, it's important to have maror, but we need to realize even more important than the maror is to keep ourselves healthy. And the same is true with the shul. I'd love to be able to say it'd be right for us to come into shul. We should all sit in daven, maybe we should all sit 2 or 3 meters apart, and the shul's big enough and we could manage it. But if only one person, one single individual becomes ill from it, and chas v'shalom, one person succumbs to the coronavirus because we decided to be clever than what conventional medicine tells us, what are we going to tell ourselves and what are we going to tell God? We thought we were cleverer. We thought this was a good idea. Maybe we should continue. And so yes, it's sad that we have to go, but it is the right thing to do. And so instead of leaving the shul with a heavy heart, we have to leave the shul with the attitude and say to ourselves, not thank God we're out of here. I wish I could be there, but I'm now doing an even bigger mitzvah. I'm doing the mitzvah of keeping myself and everybody around me safe. But just because the shul is closed doesn't mean that everything is shut down. It's going to give you now in the next few days multiple opportunities. Number one, everyone's davening at home. So when you daven at home, say, I'm davening at home and I'm going to daven at home, and think that all the other people in shul who are davening, I'm davening with them. So if you want to daven with the first minyan at 6:40 on Monday and Thursday and 6:50 on all other weekdays. The second minyan 7:30 Monday, Thursday, and 7:45 all other days. We can daven together. We can say, yes, I'm part of this minyan. I'm davening at home, and so is everybody else in the minyan. I am part of that. You can be part of all the charitable work that will hopefully go on. There are people that will need shopping doing for them. There are people that will need help. They'll be quarantined. They'll be self-isolated, and we can be the ones to help them as long as we do it in a responsible and a healthy way, that other people don't get ill. We can give tzedakah to those people that need charity today because they don't have their jobs to fall back on anymore. Their entire work has been taken away from them because they have to self-isolate or they cannot work with the people they used to work with. And we will also have a WhatsApp group, hopefully a dedicated WhatsApp group for our community, where the community will be getting daily videos. I hope, if I can manage daily videos to inspire ourselves, that everybody can keep somewhat of a connection to the shul, that we still keep together and that we still work together to be one community. And the most important thing to mention is, and the most important thing to remember is, when our shul closes, the building closes. We don't shut down. The community doesn't shut down. The good that we do doesn't shut down. The davening doesn't shut down. The learning doesn't shut down. None of it will shut down. We just won't be able to do it in this wonderful building. We'll do it at home. But we're not giving up. We're not giving in. We're going to show how much our community can do, even when it's not in its building, even when it's not in its home. And hopefully by showing all of that, Kodesh Baruch Hu will have mercy on us. This won't be such a long period. Who knows? I was speaking to someone tonight, he said, who knows if it's only Pesach, it could be Shavuot, it could be Rosh Hashanah. Who knows? God forbid it should be that long. We hope to come back as soon as we can. But remember, even if you don't come back, you're part of this community and you should continue being part of this community. And you should continue doing your part and doing even more than you've done until now. Just not in the building. We'll all miss this building. We'll all miss what it represents. We'll all miss the achdus that it brings. But we've created enough of a community that we can take that from this building and implant it almost anywhere we want to. And we will do that. We won't succumb to this. Our building might not be open, but our community is open and ready to keep on doing business. Please be in touch with me if you need anything. You can call me on my phone. You can send me an email. I don't have WhatsApp, but you can send me a text message. I'll try to answer. I'll try to respond to everybody. I'll try to help you with any Pesach queries that you have. And if you need financial help, please be in touch as well. We can try to help you with that as well. But please, let's continue as a community, doing what we need to do and creating that community spirit that the Shrubberies is so well known for. Wishing you all a happy and a healthy time. Stay healthy, do the mitzvah of Pikuach Nefesh, and together we will be able to come back and celebrate in our wonderful shul. All of us, because we'll all remain healthy. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu will give us all a refuah shalema, and the entire world a refuah shalema, so we can come together and keep on growing and keep on being this wonderful community in its wonderful building. Wishing you all a very good evening, and I look forward to many more of these broadcasts.